In this video, I'll show you how to remove and replace an AC condenser on a Nissan Maxima. Whenever doing any AC repairs, make sure you get your system evacuated professionally. Open the hood and remove these 4 clips holding this plastic shield to the front cover. You can use a flathead screwdriver, or you can use a tool that's kind of created for this, and it's a little awkward there, but that's how you do it. Just squeeze the tab, or put a flathead screwdriver in there. And then I'm going to remove these back 4 tabs all the way across. Same procedure as the front. Flathead screwdriver or a body tool. Now you can lift that cover up and out of the way. If you follow the line of the bumper cover right here to the fender well, there's a 10mm bolt that's attached to a bumper bracket. There's one here and one on the other side, identical 10mm socket or wrench, and you're going to remove that. Now from under the vehicle, you're going to find the bumper cover to go all the way over to the tires, and we're going to disconnect anything that connects underneath straight across. They should be identical on both sides, so that's probably 2 or 3 Phillips head screws, starting at the wheel well and going forward. So one there, used to be one there. Then all these clips going straight across. From inside each front fender well, you're going to follow that bumper cover up, and here's the inside liner, the flare liner, and you're going to pull that and get that a little bit out of the way, and you'll see a mounting screw right here, 10mm socket. You're going to do the exact same one on the other side. Now from standing in the front of the vehicle, I'm going to hold my right hand holding that whole bumper cover, and I'm going to reach down and grab the inside fender flare part of this bumper cover and pull it out. Just like that. And I'm going to go to the other side and do the same thing. Let's lift up on it. So you got to pull these pieces out of those little guide pins right there. If you have fog lights, at this point you'd have to disconnect the fog lights harnesses from the fog light assemblies. So this piece goes between the headlight and the fender. Just sits right in there like that. And then the bumper piece will come up and match it. So we're going to remove the upper grill bracket, and there's a 10mm socket, and there's a bolt that holds the headlight in, and the bolt that holds it to the actual radiator support bracket. Identical to on the other side. I'm going to follow it over. You're going to take that middle bolt out, attaches to the latch. These are all 10mm socket. Take the other 2, just like the headlight side. And now I'm going to take it off down here where it attaches to the steel bumper. Lift that up, set it aside. So to disconnect the AC condenser from the radiator support, you're going to dismount the top mount of this radiator support. Flathead screwdriver, you're going to pop that tab, slide it forward, pop this tab, and slide it forward. Take that plastic piece right out, and then take that rubber bushing right out. Do the same to the other side. The AC receiver dryer pressure switch, I'm going to use a pocket screwdriver. There's a little tab back here. push that tab in and pull up on the. We're going to remove the top airbox vent guide. There should be 2 body clips, one here and one here. That one's missing. Just slide it out. 10mm socket or wrench, and we're going to dismount the AC lines from the condenser. That has a little transfer connector. Then follow those lines right through the front grille area, and there's another bolt. We're going to disconnect it there. 10mm socket. Now we can break these lines free. Okay, when it comes to AC and all this aluminum, oxidization always occurs. So just a little perseverance and a flathead screwdriver. We're going to disconnect this line. Get this line out of there too. There we go. Now, the AC condenser does come with this line itself. It's a little short line that passes through over here, and then we're going to need to disconnect it from that also. With it disconnected from the front, I notice I get more play of it back here, so it was a little bit easier to break this free. So just keep working it back and forth, and don't forget to use that screwdriver. Gently separate these items. Take it from that high side line. I'm just going to fish it right through. So the AC condenser has these brackets on top, plastic brackets, and it's 2 little push tabs, one on both sides, exactly the same. Just roll it in and see if you can slide this condenser up. And do the same to the other side. Bottom and pull up. So now we have to remove the pressure switch from that receiver dryer. That's a 24mm wrench, and as you can see, it's all aluminum, so I'm going to try to hold the base of this receiver dryer. There we go. I use a 14mm wrench or a socket and just spin this right off. I'm going to take the O-ring that came with this brass plug, and I'm going to transfer it over and put it on the switch. Now we can take that receiver dryer and put the switch on. Just snug it. Perfect. Now we take the new AC condenser, and we don't need to transfer over those plastic clips because this condenser comes with the actual brackets attached to it. Line up the brackets, top and bottom, before you push it down into place. Just like that. All 4 corners. Make sure you get them lined up, and then give it a push down. It locks right in. Connect the pressure switch, make sure it clicks down, and now we can transfer over to the other side and put the lines in. So the new AC condenser comes with new O-rings and this new line I was talking about. And we're going to transfer those O-rings, new ones, onto the lines that are inside the engine compartment. So I'll take this line off first. Just take a little pocket screwdriver and pop that down. Take the new one out of the bag and put it on the car. Always put oil, AC oil on when you put new O-rings on. Just roll it over the top. Nice. Now we have to take the bottom one off. Slide it right over the top. Make sure it sits in that groove. Now we're going to get some PAG oil and dab it on there. Make sure you coat it good. You don't want that to pinch or get dry. Now I'm going to remove these two shipment plugs out of that AC condenser. I've got my new line. I'm going to put some PAG oil on the O-rings that come with this line. Make sure you coat it good. I'm going to fish this side right through this opening and line these up. Push down. Give it a little rock. I'm going to seat the two inner ones. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect that new bolt that comes with this line on the inside engine compartment. Just back it out. Now I'm going to place the high side line in, that's the thinner two, right in there, and then I can lift up the low side, line it up, and take that new bolt. Make sure you start it by hand. So I used a pair of channel locks. You can open them up. I'll just show you how it just pivots like this, and I pushed them on just like that. Now you're going to want to make sure that that seats down. Just give it a little squeeze. Perfect. Take your mounting bolt, line it up, start it by hand, and then tighten it down. And then I'm going to hand tighten it because it's all aluminum. I'm going to say if you had a torque wrench, you could go about 110 inch-pounds and do the same on the inside. Once it bottoms out, just a nice 1/4 to 1/8 of a turn should be perfect. Now we're ready to put the top bushings back on. Just going to squeeze them in there, like that. So you want them to make sure you put them this way. This is the top. And then you're going to take these clips. They actually say up, so you know that that's the right side. Line up those clips on both sides and the gasket and just clip it on. Do that to both sides. Now we're going to install the front bumper support bracket. Start everything by hand. Do the same on this side. Now I'll get my 10mm and I'll snug everything up. I'm going to go from the center out. You can see where the washer used to sit. I'm going to slide the air dam bucket little thing in, put a body clip right here, and one right here. We're going to grab the bumper, lift it up, top side of the bumper cover has these brackets that the headlight goes on the back side of the headlight bracket. This little pin right here, we're going to slide it into the bumper cover, and it's going to snap on, just like that. And then we're going to bolt this with one of the bolts that we took off. Do the same to the other side. That's a 10mm socket. Find that seam, pop it in. Do the same to the other side. There are 4 screws with a Phillips head on them, and they put this corner splash guard snug up to the bumper bottom. Do the same to the other side. Make sure the shield is under the bumper. You don't want the bumper on the outside. Put our first body clip in. Put your hand up on the top. And then go around and do all the body clips. Now inside the fender well, where the tire is, you'll see that one bolt right here. You want on both sides. So you don't line it up. 10mm socket. Now we can put our top shield in. Go right under that handle for that hood release. Line up your holes and get all your plastic body pins. Line them up, snap them down into place. There's 8 total. Putting the longer plastic body clips on the front. Whenever doing AC service, after you get it recovered, you need to go back to that service station and get it fully charged. When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.